Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Y'all, let me bag up. This is my DIY branch Christmas tree. Normally you would just get a fallen branch from either in your yard, or some people go out into the woods, or if they have a lot of land and they get their some branches and just put lights on them, and normally they take them in the house. I go big or I go home. So this is my first time doing the fallen branch Christmas tree, but it wasn't fallen branches. I actually had some trees in my backyard, and the reason why I did this is because I don't have any mature trees in my front yard. I only have a crepe myrtle tree that I bought from a garden center, and it was probably just 4 feet tall. At the moment, it is probably 8 feet tall, but it's definitely not mature at all. And so I went into my backyard where I had 3 mature trees. They're thorny trees. I don't even know what they are, but they are deciduous trees. Let me try not to blind you guys and show you how. If you looked at any of my daytime videos, I did a video of this DIY. I did a video of where I got the trees from, where my son was cutting down we actually cut these branches down. They were low hanging branches. These are not trees that I invested in. The trees was already here when I moved here. They are thorny trees, and they are deciduous trees, means they lose their leaves. So it was the best tree ever. And I cut from 2 of my trees in the backyard. This branch is the thickest branch, and I really just want to do one in this pot. See how that pot looks? It's a ceramic pot. If you could look at any of my daytime videos, but I did a video with my son cutting these branches down. I did a video of pointing out which branch I wanted to cut. I did a video of my son cutting the branches. I did a video of the branches in my front yard where I spray painted them. I finally ended up doing a video of where I strung Christmas lights on every last one of the branches, but I did not do a video of me and my son putting the branches in the pot. And at first I had the tree here. It's like a middle spot in my yard. A 360-degree angle. I really wanted the branches to be a 360-degree even with the lights and the branches on how they sprouted out. It was not so. So I say I moved it. I had my son move it with a hand truck, and I have most of the branches that um that you can see in the front. I have the best side of this project facing forward. If you was to go to the back of the tree, it would not be so, and you probably don't see a lot of them at all. But this consists of, I want to say, 9 branches. um that one being the biggest one. It is the thickest branch, and it is the tallest branch. I strung lights on these branches individually. I did not compile the branches in the pot and then string the lights. If you look at some of my videos, I strung these lights on these branches laying down. I spray painted the branches laying down on the ground, and then I strung them up. It was best to string them laying down because this project ended up being about 10 feet tall. The lights that I use, y'all, I thought I was gonna be able to use the lights I already had. This branch I started with the thickest branch, which is there, and it's the tallest branch. I had some string lights I already had. I had 7 100 strand lights. Y'all, that branch alone took those 7 strands. So then, and you can see the different color. If you could see how bright, clear that is. And these are kind of warm. I did not want to spend I wanted to spend as less money as possible on this project. But when that branch took all the lights I had to finish. At one point, at so many points, I wanted to scrap this project. But I'm the type of person where I push through. Let me show you. I'm gonna bag it up. Look at that. You can tell, you can see how bright those are. Those are the older lights, probably 2-3 years old. That one branch that you can see is the tallest one. It came from one tree, and the other branches came from, all of the other branches came from a separate tree. But that taller branch, it came from one tree. I only cut down one branch, but the rest of the branches, like I said, it came from another tree. I'm sorry to repeat myself. I don't edit. And look at that. That's cute. I kind of want to move this again, but when I tell you this is a heavy pot, the pot itself is already concrete, ceramic, I don't know. But what I have inside of it is a Lowe's 5-gallon bucket. And we compiled all the branches in there in that deep blue bucket, which you can't even see. And then let me skip that. What I have is a Lowe's bucket. And in between the bucket and the pot, it's like a bronze pot, is some bricks that I use to hold stabilize the blue pot in between the pot right there. Then we put all the branches in there. My son held them as I tried to articulate and design all the branches where they would branch out like a regular tree. And then I bought these pebbles from the hardware store. I bought 4 bags, and I even used some of my some random rocks that I found that I love to keep those type of rocks. And I pretty much stabilized all the branches in the blue bucket. And then my idea to use these river pebbles was to top off the branches where you don't see them. And when it rains, you won't get that much rain into the branches because they're cut now and there's no root system, and I didn't want it to rot. And I would love to use these again. Would I keep this up year round? No, because my strand lights probably won't survive. But what I would love to do is once Christmas is over, take all these branches out, buy me a tarp, and lay them all down and try. I'm probably gonna need a 20-foot tarp and try to find somewhere in my backyard where I could wrap these branches and just to keep the light, just to protect the lights. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I would hate to this be a one-time project. I can't leave it up. It deserves more than 1 year. I love it. I mean, I love this idea for weddings, the DIY branch Christmas tree for weddings, indoors, outside. If the venue doesn't have nice landscaping, I would love to create something like this outside. And on the inside, I would love to do a DIY branch tree wedding inside, outside a venue. Especially those farmhouse venues, especially, anywhere. I love this. Look at this, guys. You have no idea. This is probably, I'm so excited to get this video out to you guys because I've been working on this way before Thanksgiving. It rained. I mean, it was a part from when we finally cut the branches, dragged them from the front yard to the backyard to the front. Took me a couple of days to spray paint all the branches. Took me a couple days to, then we had rain. Took me a couple days to go back to the store to buy, I think I bought 10 clear boxes of 140. So this project has over 2,000 lights. I each branch, like this is a branch. Look at that. Look at how cute this one branch is. I know it's blinding, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 branches. This is 10 branches. And the longest branch is 10 feet tall. And I love it. I have another branch with just red lights on it. Those are my projection lights. I would like this one moved. This moved because it's really not giving my 2 projection lights a chance to bounce off the house. I really just would love to have that red bouncing off these 2 bedrooms. So it's I have this tree in front of the bedroom, so it's taken away from the projection. And I have you can't see it because I don't have it plucked up. I don't have enough drop cords. I have a branch here with just red. It's in the dark. So, and these are my solar. These are my solar tomato cage Christmas tree. They're just tomato cages, zip tied at the top, and these are solar lights. I've did lots of videos of that. I have 5. Those are solar, guys. This is solar. This is on a real blue spruce, a little smaller blue spruce, probably about a meter tall. Those are solar lights. These are solar lights. This is another blue spruce, and how this looks is that like that. Those are all solar. This is a solar light. Solar Christmas tree I have on a table. And these are solar. I would love to do all solar. But when you don't have the sun and you have rainy days, they don't shine good. They don't shine good at all. They don't have that sun. But I don't have enough drop cords to light everything up. I didn't do that. Oh, my little elf fell. I didn't know that. My little elf. Trying to fix my elf, guys. But this was simply about finally lighting up this project and showing you guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to fix my elf. He keeps falling. I hate that my elf keeps falling. But just to show you that this doesn't have the 360. See, I wanted it in the middle of the yard. But I wanted this tree was thorny, and we was trying to protect ourselves from getting poked and scratched, and so I was like, I can't. What was going on, the vision in my mind didn't happen. So I wanted it moved from the middle of the yard because my design being 360 didn't happen. Some of the branches needed to be pulled closer, spread outward, or I just needed more branches that were taller and branched out more. But as you can see, the back side of the house in that bedroom, you could tell from this angle, there's the gapping. It should be branches all. My vision was to have branches like spread out like a tree normally would grow. That's a big gapping. But from the front, and then there's some gapping there. There's some gapping there. There are some branches in this area, but they don't branch out as much as this area. But you see that gap in there? I would love to have a branch that spread out there, but it's my first time. I love it. I love it. Um, I'm hoping I could save this throughout the January through the next time I try to bring it back out, and I hope all the lights work. But I'm not gonna have it here because I would like to use my projection lights on the house. Didn't get a chance to do my icicle lights on the house. I did have 12 boxes of icicle lights. That didn't happen. I'm scared to get in the roof, and I didn't want to pay anyone. But I want to move this tree next year to here because there's nothing here. And here I want it moved, even though I love it here. And let me show you another angle. See, this angle, you see how that tree, I would love to have it, all the angles to be here, but you see that gap in there? I would love for there to be branches and string lights there. That didn't happen. So, will I add more branches to this next year? Yes, I have no problem doing that. I may even separate it and just have them randomly spaced individually. May attach them to my fence, and it'll look like a forest of a line of trees, branches. It may look like a beautiful lit forest. I may just forego the pot and display them individually. Who knows? But I have the best side that people could see riding by, except for this gap in here. The creative part of me wants more branches. But then there's no way I could stick them back in that pot. So I'm just going to have to be satisfied with the way this looks and the way it turned out. And I know how I can add to it. Will I take these string lights off and start over? I will not. I highly doubt I will not. I don't know. If I take them off, that's going to make me not want to use these branches and start over. And it took 5 to 6 hours to do all these branches. Even though I have nothing but time, Lord willing, I could start in August just to get them strung back up and add more branches. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to try to just leave the lights on and tarp this project, or deconstruct this project, take all the lights off, put them in a bin, and reconstruct this next year in a different location, because it's definitely not going to be in this location. And I may even want them individual. But anyway, guys, I'm so happy to show you this. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it took so long, but this is my version of the DIY fallen branch Christmas tree. I love it. I wanted it in the middle of my yard, but because I didn't have enough branches, and it's not a 360-degree evenness, and the way the branches are, and you can tell that. I tried to do the best side. Sometimes I want to come out here every day and try to push a branch one way and push a branch another way, but that's not worth it. I got other things to do. Next year, I'm going to be ready. My electrical is going to be on point. I'm going to have my 25 feet Christmas trees. I'm going to have my 10-foot ornament. I'm going to do a lot of Alexander DIYs. I'm going to be ready, and I'm going to start. I may not turn them on. These solar lights are very pretty. I love that. I love that. But thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.